Welcome to the Crimson Comedy Show! Welcome to the Crimson Comedy Show. I'm your host, Andy. Today we got a very special guest today. He's a comedian and podcaster. Give it up for Ricky Novella.
Hey, what's up? Thanks for having me, dude. I'm happy to be here. The drive was not that bad as I thought it was going to be. So
well, it's a fucking Sunday, so
Sunday, yeah.
Everyone's at church and you're here at the Crimson Comedy Show.
I should be protesting for my people, but I'm here doing the podcast.
Are they still doing that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are. Last that I heard, it was in Bell. It's still pretty close by to me, so.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. Oh, before we get into all that, I wanted to say something. So when I hit you up I was gonna give you directions. I was like, text me, and then I get a text message and it said, "Yo, Thicky Ricky," and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like,
yeah.
So I was like, "No," I was like, "I'm not saving this fool's number. It's Thicky Ricky." So I was like, "What's your last name?"
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, it's all gay. Like,
I was like, "What if my girl sees my text message? Oh, on my way from Thicky Ricky." You know, like what the fuck?
You can't go to open mics anymore. I don't know what you're doing. I don't think you're doing comedy.
I can't be at Starbucks showing them my rewards, and all of a sudden, Thicky Ricky's texting me.
They're like, "You know him too?"
That asshole. How'd you come up with that name?
Honestly, some coworkers of mine gave it to me.
Guy or girl?
No, it was a girl. So there's two girls I used to work with, and they just would call me Thicky, and I was like, "Oh, that's kind of hit." So
I thought they found out the hard way.
Yeah, they had to find out the hard way. No, one was a lesbian. One I was trying to smash, but she wasn't into it. So that's her loss to actually know why they call me Thicky.
That's cool though. But yeah, your drive here. How long did it take you here? Like 30 minutes?
No, it's like probably like 45. Like
I haven't been to Whittier in so long. Like, they still do lowrider shows out there. Isn't that like what they used to do back in the day?
Well,
cruising Whittier Boulevard.
See, yeah, they still do it. But I live more like in South Whittier. So South Whittier is a lot of like paisanos and a lot of Mexicans. And...
You said paisanos?
Hell yeah, because it's my people, dude.
I never heard that word.
Paisano?
What is that? I know what a paisa is.
Well, it's like the same thing. Paisa, paisano.
Oh, just a cooler version?
No, paisano's like, that's my paisano right there. That's my paisa. It's the same thing, you know. I feel like some people take paisa more derogatory than paisano.
I guess. I've never heard that word before, but that's cool. No, but I went to Whittier one time for a concert a long time ago. Like, I was in high school, but that was the first and last time I've ever been there. I don't even remember how to get there. How do you get there? What freeway is that off of?
Well, I took the 15 for a little bit, then I got the 605, and then I forgot. No, 605, and then some other fucking
it's far.
Bullshit. Yeah, it's far.
Well, thanks for coming out on a Sunday.
No, dude, I wanted to be here, dude. We talked about it before. You wanted to have me on, but I'm like, dude, like the scheduling is like it has to do on the weekend because I work.
I usually do it on the weekend. It's just easier for me to do it during the week because I don't have nothing going on. Like the weekends, my daughter always got some kid's birthday, quinceañeras. Always, I literally just took her to one yesterday, and then she has another one next week. So I'm always busy with that, you know. So
yeah, I feel that.
I try to give her the freedom. Like I hate her going out, but then again, I'm not going to be that parent that like, oh no, you can't do this. So I try to give her. She only got like 2 years left of her youth. You know, she'll be 18 soon. So I'm like, be a fucking kid. You know, like let her be a kid. You know.
I get that. That's good parenting right there. Because you could be like, nah, you ain't doing shit.
No,
dude.
It's annoying because it gets expensive. Because every birthday is a birthday gift, a gift card, a makeup, or this or that. And it's like, fuck, man. Like, can you give me a break, man? Like, I got to work overtime to buy your friend's birthday present.
You're like, I don't even get you birthday presents.
They just think like money's like she got money for good grades from her grandpa. Spent it in a day. Got like $200 and then blew it all in clothes. And then like wanted money for something else another day. I'm like, you just had $200 and you just blew it in a day. I was like, do you see the value of money? They don't get it. She doesn't understand.
They don't get it. Neither do I.
Until she has to get her first paycheck when she works 40 hours at fucking Dunkin' Donuts or something. Like
having to work 40 hours at Dunkin' Donuts is crazy, dude. That's fucking...
whatever high school job she gets, like, or her first job. My first job was at a pizza place, Pizza Hut.
My first job was at a fucking golf course.
Oh, that's sick. Were you the ball boy? You just collecting balls?
I was a cart staff. All right, it was cart staff. I did have to collect the balls sometimes, but dude, it was such a fucking badass job for the like.
Where was this at?
In Whittier. It's a private course. There's a private course in Whittier, which is fucking crazy.
Do you ever see any famous golfers go through there, or was it just a low key one?
So one time, Nick Jonas did come out. So that's a famous.
I was like, oh, the Jonas brother. I was
Yeah.
like, Nick Jonas. I thought it was like an MMA fighter.
No. Nick Jonas came one time.
Which one's that one?
The short one.
The not hot one.
The short one with the big nipples. If you ever seen him in Warrior, that fucking show, he has some big ass pepperoni nipples.
I haven't seen those guys since like back in the day when they were in magazines and shit. It's been a long time.
Yeah, that fool came out with some other guy. I'm pretty sure they were high, dude. Had to do something because they ended up leaving the wrong exit to the wrong street. I'm like, hey, you guys have to go to the other side.
They're like, we're high in Whittier, motherfucker. Leave us alone.
I think he thought I was gonna be like, dude, are you Nick Jonas? Oh my god, dude, like, can I take a picture with you?
My girlfriend loves you.
My girlfriend thinks about you while we're having sex.
How old are you when you did this?
I was like 18 to like 19. It was like after high school. It was like a few months after high school.
Those were the best jobs where you didn't give a fuck. Back in the day, I went through a lot of jobs just because I knew I could just get a job in a week. Now it's hard as fuck to get jobs. Like, you could quit your job today and find a new job next week. Now it's like resumes, nothing.
Bro, when I had got out of high school, I was trying so hard to find a job and I couldn't get a job. So my sister had to call her best friend to like cook me up.
I know back then you had to know somebody who knew somebody.
Yeah, and dude, it was such a cool ass job, especially when it came to the tips. Because fucking some of those,
I thought you said tits. I was like, what?
That too.
Some hot old ladies playing golf.
There actually was
the Cougars.
Some hot, hell yeah, dude. There were some hot ones. But dude, we used to get. I remember one time, and that's when I learned like you had to kind of be a snake with tips, you know?
A snake with tits.
Snake with tits. Because dude, I had coworkers that would hide their tips, right? And they wouldn't share.
Why? Oh, you guys had to share tips?
Yeah.
Why would you share if isn't it individual? Like, what did you guys do? You guys work the desk or something?
No. So what we would do sometimes, right? Like we would go. So like if the members would come up to drop off their bags, we would put their bags on a cart and just carry their bags. If they needed something clean their clubs, they would tip you. Mm. So you're kind of a slave for them in a sense.
But I get it if you guys were doing it as a group, but if it's individual, I wouldn't share tips either. Like, fuck that.
But the I guess the policy was that we had to share tips.
I guess. I remember I worked at Subway and they used to tip in that everybody in a jar, right? Yeah. So obviously you're going to split it. It's not individual, but our manager, she was some young bitch. Like I worked at that job and had managers that were younger than me. I talked about this on another podcast. That place was fucked. But anyways, this bitch she came out of nowhere. She worked at another place, came and just ran shit her way, right? We used to split our tips the other night, everybody. And then she was like, no, we're going to hold on to the tips till the end of the month and split it, right? Every night we would split it. We'd probably get like $20 and $30 each, right?
Yeah.
All of us. It was like 3 or 4 of us, right? Then she comes out of nowhere. It's like, no, we're going to tip you guys at the end of the month. I'm going to individually split it. I'm like, whatever, cool. I'm going to get like a couple $100 at the end of the month. The month ends and I get like a $7 tip. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? She's like, oh, well, we split it amongst everyone. I'm like, for the whole month, you're telling me I got $7 for the whole month? She's like, yeah. And I'm like, no. Like, before you started this shit, we were taking home $20 or $30 a night each. I found out this bitch was on her shift, because we had other restaurants around there, would take the tip money and go buy food or whatever. Just she was pocketing the tip money.
Bro.
But explain to me how the fuck a whole month's worth of tip, I got like $7 or $12. I'm like, keep the fucking money. I hated that bitch. I left not too long after that, but I found out because I knew another restaurant. They're like, oh yeah, that lady's always coming in and buying breakfast and burritos. Like, she always spends a lot. I'm like, this bitch, I know for a fact she's stealing the fucking tip money. But yeah, that's why I would want to split tips, because I've been fucked over. So yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, no, I that's what happened. Like, I realized it because I remember I would catch my lead or my supervisor pocketing tips, and I was like, oh, okay, we're gonna play that game then. So like, there was one time, and there's this coworker. There's a fucking ginger. I didn't like him. He was a fucking dickhead. So a lot of the Mexican golfers there, they would always only look for me and another coworker of
They
mine.
said habla español.
Yeah, bro, habla español. And he's like, hey, we want Mexican food. Go pick up Mexican food for us. So I was like, yeah, fuck it. I'm like, hey, dude, I got to be back. They want me to go pick up some drinks for them and stuff. So I come back, and I'm like, here you go. They gave me the change, which was like $40 change. Then they all got their wallets. I'm like, here you go, here you go, here you go, here you go. Dude, it was like $80.
Nice.
And my coworker was like, oh, like, how much did they give you? They had to give you a lot. I'm like, bro, they only gave me $10. I'm like, you want to split $5?
You're like, they're Mexican, those motherfuckers.
Fucking goddamn beaners.
What did you call them? Paisanos?
Paisanos.
Those paisanos are cheap asses.
Yeah, he's like, they didn't give you just $10. I'm like, they said I can keep the change from
But what I'm saying is, like, like I said, you knew, or he obviously knew, but I'm saying, like, people, we're not stupid. We work here. You know how much you usually make like that. But for that lady to fuck us over like that was bullshit. Like,
yeah. So, I mean, money has people doing that sometimes, you know?
I remember she ended up getting fired anyway, so fuck her.
Fuck her. Fuck Subway. I'm a Jersey Mike's guy anyways.
I don't even know anybody who still like eats at Subway. Like I went recently because I got a gift card at Christmas. It was a random gift card from someone, and I think I ended up giving it to my girl, and she got us a couple sandwiches, and then never went back.
Did that fucking card give you PTSD?
I don't know. Like I saw this video today. Some lady was like sitting down. She's worked at Subway, and she was individually taking the turkeys. I don't know why she was stacking them like OCD, like perfectly. And then someone's like, "I'm never eating there again." I'm like, lady. That lady just stacking the little turkey meats and nice and neat is nothing compared to the shit I used to see. I had a friend, he would get high and he would make the tuna by hand. This motherfucker never washed his hands.
Oh, damn.
He would make the tuna. You're supposed to wear gloves. And he would just do it by hand. And like the mayonnaise we're supposed to use, there's light and there's non-light. They're all the fucking same. It was all came from the same package. You just package it different. Oh, can I get light mayo? It's supposed to be like extra or less calorie. I don't fucking know, but... yeah, that place was grimy. Once you work at a restaurant, you never want to eat that place again. Like,
yeah,
I've worked at other restaurants. You see people drop food on the ground, they pick it up, put it back. Like,
oh shit! I worked at Chipotle for 2 weeks, and I was like, "Fuck that!"
2 weeks?
Again.
Was it hard,
bro? The managers there were fucking assholes. Everybody was assholes there. The customers were assholes, and like, literally, like if you don't serve the portion size that Chipotle wants, they'll get you in trouble. And I was over here like fucking boom. I'm like,
that's how I was at Subway. I would just put handfuls of shit, and they're like 2 olives per every 6 inch. I'm like, you're not even gonna taste that shit. Like,
you're all fucking having to use a ruler to make sure you have.
You remember when Chipotle had their like people were talking shit about them because they were giving cheap ass portions?
Yeah.
One time when the whole controversy was going on, I went there and they hooked me up like a Chinese lady, like at the Chinese buffet, just stacking that shit. And I was like, holy shit. But now it's back to the, I think it died down. Now my girl went to Chipotle recently. I stopped going there. It's too expensive. It's like $20 for a bowl.
Dude, I spent like almost like $60 for 2 bowls one time.
No, my girl and my kids went yesterday and I was like, no, I'm good. I had leftover pizza from Costco. So I was like, I'll eat the rest of the Costco pizza. You guys can have Chipotle. I don't even care. But I didn't feel guilty for eating the leftovers. Like
you can never go wrong with fucking leftover pizza.
My daughter, she's a fucking... every time we have leftover pizza or anything good, she like get mad at me if I eat it. Like, oh, I'm not allowed to have leftovers. Only you can have it. So she gets the first dibs or whatever. But there's been times where I take pizza leftover to work, and she'll text me like, "Hey, can you save me some of that?" I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Just want you to fucking eat your lunch.
I'm like, I guess. Like, what the hell? Like, now I don't even do it anymore. I didn't take any with me because I knew she was gonna say something, and then I came home from work and they were gone. They're like, "Oh, we're getting Chipotle." I was like, "Oh, so there's pizza left over. I can have it." Like,
she's like, "It's my pizza."
Like, we used to go to Hooters and me and her would split wings, and she would count how many wings I was eating. I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like, I didn't pay for this. Like,
that's crazy, dude. That's like lately. My mom's been like that with me lately because I've been trying to eat a little bit more since I go to the gym, and she's like, "Look how much you're eating." It's like, I'm gonna count this shit. You already had enough, okay? I'm like, I'm still fucking hungry.
She's like, that was 7 chetos.
That was 7 fucking milanesas. Leave me one, dude.
Now she has braces, so she has to limit what she can eat. And I'm like, hell yeah. Like,
there you go.
She's actually lost some weight because of her braces because she can't eat certain candies and chips and shit. And now she's bragging about how much skinnier she got. I'm like, yeah, wait till those braces come off. Enjoy that shit now.
She's all fat shaming you.
She told me, because she looks like a female version of me, so if I ever wanted to go trans, I already know what I look like. But she was like, yeah, you're bald and you're old. I'm like, guess what? Like, you might be bald and old one day, so stop fucking making fun of me. Because I don't give a fuck. I can hold it. Look at this shit. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Not too many people can pull the bald look. I was afraid, and I just said, fuck it one day, and it was during quarantine. Couldn't get a barber anyway, so...
you shaved it.
I told my brother, I ended up in his patio with the towel. I'm like... He just, and at the time I hadn't never shaved my head, so my head was really white, so it looked weird, you know. And now that I always do it all the time, it's blended into my skin, so it's cool now. But
I can't imagine you with hair.
there might be a picture over there. It's tiny. You'll see it over there on the wall over there. There's a little tiny one. There's not that too many photos of me in this house if you didn't notice, but
It's just other people.
I'm just not I'm not photogenic, I guess. No, we have pictures. We've taken shit down. Like there's old nails and shit up there. We've just rearranged shit. And like my girl's real picky with the frames. Like she'll like these frames and hate them and then take them all down. So there's like photos over there or stacks of them in the garage that she didn't like the frames anymore. So like
She just switched them out.
and we just never put them back because like I have to every time she does it, I have to repatch the walls. Like there's still nails up there. Like I don't even know what she had hanging up there, and I just put my little Crimson Comedy Show poster there and just forgot about that shit.
She said it next time. She's gonna be like, I just didn't like the frame. Just take it off.
When you walked past right here, my daughter's photos on the ground from school. Every year, whatever time they do school photos, my girl pays for them, buys the big packages, and never gives them out.
She just hoards the pictures.
If you watch, when you leave on the floor right there, she was looking through them. There's a stack of them. Like literally, no one. I don't think any of my family has my kids' school photos because she literally would just buy them and just. She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna cut them up and pass them out." Never fucking happened. So yeah.
You're gonna see those photos one day, and like with a fucking gypsy lady, like, oh, I need money for my daughter. She's dying. You know,
they do that a lot over here by the freeways. Like those fucking scammers, they make a lot of money doing that shit.
Yeah,
too.
bro. That's why I like when I used to work at Smart and Final, I would see some lady like standing out with her kids, and like, oh, money, please.
It's the same people.
And then she would come inside the store with the fucking wad of cash, her cell phone, and being like, I'm gonna buy for all my fucking groceries for the week.
I seen a video online. This little boy was counting the cash, and someone walked up on him, and he was just laughing. The mom was just looking at him all pissed off, like he was counting the fucking wad of cash in front of the camera. But it's sad that they exploit those kids like that. But whatever.
Yeah.
That's where their trauma's gonna start. They're gonna be like, my mom made me panhandle as a kid. Now I'm here at this open mic doing stand-up comedy.
Oh shit! That's how Gil started, dude. That's how fucking Gil started.
He was a panhandler.
Yeah.
He's like, "Quieres chicles?"
Yeah, he was juggling the balls like fucking trying to get tips, you know.
Oh, I guess we could start talking about comedy now. The introduction is over. Where did you get your start? Like, what street corner were you juggling on?
So it was in the corner in TJ.
It sure wasn't Whittier.
No, it wasn't Whittier. I had to go somewhere else first. So if I bombed, you know, I'd have to like I can come up with a different identity, you know. No, but the first.
Is that how you came up with Thicky Ricky?
That's how I came up to Thicky Ricky. My shirt off, just fucking shaking my tits. The first open mic I went to was in Brea. It was at the Copper House Blues.
Never heard of it.
So it used to be like a bar restaurant right next to the Brea Improv. So Gage used to host that open mic like every Wednesday, and that's where I first started.
You've known him that long?
Yeah, I've known him. He was the first person I talked to.
How long you been doing comedy now?
2 years.
I thought you've been doing it way longer than that.
Nah, dude, it's been like 2 going on 3 years.
Yeah, I just passed my 2 years. It goes by fast.
Yeah, it does.
The first year felt long. The second year went like that. I'm like, oh fuck, I still need to write new jokes.
Yeah, and do you have trouble kind of like coming up with new premises or coming up with new jokes?
No, but I just don't. I can get a premise, but just it takes me a long time to get it right. Like I have to say it too many fucking times, edit it, take things out. So like before I like officially can call it a new joke, I've had it for a while.
Yeah,
I have to polish it, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. But I just get real self-conscious, I guess. Like I don't want to bomb. So like if there's something wrong with a joke and I know it's not completely right, I'll just like hold on to it for a while. So
I get that. I mean, I don't mind bombing. I'd rather bomb because I know it's just kind of like a step to kind of get better. But like I don't want to, you know, like.
No, I'm talking like I've looked back at old jokes that I've written, jokes that kill now, and I looked at the original, and I'm like, what the fuck was that?
That
like,
happens a lot, dude.
Why is there so much talking? Like you don't. I just like shout out to Johnny Gold. I talk about him all the time on the show too, but he had this joke where he talks about going to the gym. I'm not gonna put his premise or anything out. Well, I just kind of did, but it's a joke about the gym, but it was so simple and so funny. I'm like, it doesn't have to be that complicated. Like I used to complicate my jokes. Like you don't have to give too much. You just be direct, punchline, misdirection, whatever you're gonna do with it.
Yeah, I think that's kind of like the newbie thing to do is like you have to kind of, oh dude, I went to an open mic one time where these guys like were just starting off. I guess their friends told them like, hey, you're funny, go do comedy. So this guy did 5 minutes on one story.
See, that's long.
No punchlines in each sentence, nothing, dude. It was just him rambling and rambling and rambling. And once he saw the time kind of like go up, like he saw that he got no reaction, he was like, "Oh, maybe this is not for me."
I was at an open mic in Ontario, and some kid went up. I don't know what he was doing, but he did the 3 minutes, like you just said, talking about like history shit, talking about like the Indians that got smallpox from the blankets, and we're like, what is this? What's the joke? Like you're just giving us a history lesson. Like he literally did 3 minutes of about how the Europeans gave Indians smallpox, and we're like, okay.
Hey, it's better than him talking about his penis the whole time and fucking coming.
I'd rather hear him talk about his
penis.
He's like, and that's how my mom gave me smallpox.
Oh shit!
She got the Indian blanket from the
paisano,
whatever. No, I'm just saying. I'm saying that what you just said. It just reminded me of the same kid doing the same. It's nerve wracking, especially if you don't know what you're doing. I didn't know what I was doing. Like,
I did not know what I was doing either.
I didn't know anything about timing. I didn't know anything about like how quick the time goes when you're up there. Like, so,
or how long it is when you're fucking like, oh damn, I went too fast. Now I got 2 minutes and just fucking think about something.
Yeah, my problem is that I talk too fast for the longest. Like the first year I was doing open mics was 3 minute mics, 5 minutes. So you're used to being quick. Like my problem was I would try to do too many jokes in too little time. So like I would speed through the punchlines, talk through the laughter. So now like I've learned to time it. So now when I write jokes, I like kind of account the time for laughter. So you're not just talking the whole time, you know, like sometimes a pop will be huge and then you have to wait. Like when I did the Brea show that you guys were on, thank you guys for having me.
Dude, you did really good, man.
That I've never been in front of a crowd that big before. Mm-hmm. And hearing the pop, it lasted a long time. Like longer, it's seconds in your head, but in my head it was like 1, 2. It kept going, you know? So I had to like on stage had to figure out the timing because I was like, I did kind of talk over a little bit, but I was like, all right, no, you have to slow down for these fucking people because they're gonna fucking go, you know? So that was a learning lesson for me, but how was that show for you? Was that cool or what?
Bro, I was so fucking nervous, bro. And the crazy thing was like, that was one of my goals I really wanted to do was perform at the Brea Improv, and like shout out to Gage and shout out to the crew that let me like perform. And the whole week I was like, oh, fuck, dude, like maybe I'm not ready for this. No, maybe I am. Fuck, maybe I'm not funny enough. No. Like a lot of shit was going through my head. And then kind of like literally before I had to go up, I just started pacing back and forth in outside of the green room, and then just something fucking switched. Like the switch flipped up on me, and I just started like. I think this is probably one of my best sets that I had.
Yeah, you killed it that night. Trust me, when I went up and I just did 2 old ones and 1 new one. That new one was like the second time I ever did the joke. I kind of fucked up a little bit, but the crowd liked me enough where they didn't notice. I noticed, but it was fucking great. But like I said, I'd never performed in front of that many people. It was like almost sold out, and that place is probably the biggest. Is it the biggest one?
I think it's like 400 people to be sold out. It was like 300, I think.
I remember walking because I sat up front, and the room was still filling up when I got there, so I didn't realize how many people were behind us. And when I got up. And I looked out. Once I opened the curtains, I looked out and I was like, oh, fuck.
Dude, and then they told me, like, because they kind of did the lineup once we got there. They're like, hey, you're going to open. I was like, all right. So that's a little bit more pressure because I got to set the tone. I got to set the tone from the open mic to now this is a show kind of thing. And I was like, what am I going to do? So I was like, just be yourself. And, like, I told the guy that was asking for songs on the play, Danger by the Flirts. And, like, just fucking go out there, dance because that kind of relaxed me. But the only thing that had a problem was like I was running out of breath
from dancing,
and stuff. Yeah,
that's why you just gotta just hold the mic and like try to hold the applause.
Yeah, I know. And I was like, fuck.
You should have played into it like, oh, fuck, like out of breath. Like, what was I thinking?
That's a good one. I was just so like, okay, let's start our jokes, because I felt like once I was kind of like talking, like to kind of like calm myself down, I was just rambling. So then I was kind of not making sense in some of the stuff that I was saying. So I'm like, all right, just start your jokes. And the same thing with how you said, because Gil told me, like, he's like, you pause a lot. He's like, I think you need to kind of like...
you have to learn the timing for sure.
But I felt like the pausing kind of gave the crowd to laugh. And then it gave me some time to, okay, I can do a little bit of crowd work after this joke. because I was
your inner monologue.
Yeah, you know, so I was like, oh, dude, this guy keeps shaking his head about me sucking on toes. So I'm like, bitch, like you were on my team. Now you're switching about me talking about scooping my mom's tit. Like, what the fuck, you know?
I only looked at like 2 or 3 people that whole 3 minutes because I was so fucking nervous. I looked at a few and I should have looked around more, but whatever.
Well, I think what comics say is like you actually are just performing to the people that are in front of you, anyways.
See, what I do is I look at someone who's actually making eye contact, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna tell this joke to you, you know, and forget about the 300 people behind you. But it was a great fucking crowd, though. Like,
yeah, they were there too, to fucking hear some comedy.
and there's a lot of old people too. I love old people at comedy shows because they don't give a fuck. They'll laugh at anything. They're not uptight like Gen Zers or whatever the fucking Gen we're on now.
Yeah, I the one joke that I talk about, like scooping my mom's tit.
Bean dip.
Bean dip.
Do you say that when you do it?
No, I just say
Start.
I say I scoop my mom's tit.
Go bean dip.
That's a good different tag.
You never did that when I used to do it in high school with friends. You go bean dip and you just fucking I don't know why. Like
I used to call one of my classmates bean dip.
I don't know why it was kind of like that thing in high school. It was one of the things that you didn't know where it started and how it came about, but you just fucking did it. Like we would fucking bean dip each other. Like some chick did it to me one time, and that's when I think the first time I heard it, I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
No, I've never heard of bean dip before. That's new to me.
Well, there you go. You can have it.
I just started fucking bean dip.
Do it to your mom. She'll be like, "Ay, mijo, what the fuck?"
What the fuck?
Frijole dip.
But when I did that joke in LA at another mic, dude, these motherfuckers looked at me like I was fucking crazy.
I have only done LA one time, but I've heard a lot of people are really uptight out there. Like my jokes are fucking raw, so I probably would get a lot of fucking rolling eyes for sure.
I don't know, man. It's kind of weird because sometimes it just depends on the crowd. But
I think they just have to like you. Just come out, make them like you in the first 30 seconds, and you kind of get away with whatever you want. You know.
I think that's true too, because I think if you make fun of yourself at first, right?
I do it the whole time.
You make it, like if you start off making fun of yourself, they're like, "Oh, this guy, you know, he's degrading himself a little bit, you know, and talk about his fucking insecurities and boom."
He's like, he said he has a small penis. I don't have a small penis.
I have a big penis.
I like this guy. I started to change the story, but I haven't seen the new movie 28 Years Later, but I heard there's a zombie with a huge dick on there.
What the fuck?
On TikTok, they've been posting videos of like it's just random TikToks where something with a huge dick, and they're like, "Oh, the end of 28 years later, I guess there's a zombie with a huge dick." So now I have to see the movie.
it's that black guy meme.
Yeah, that's what people were comparing it to. Like, oh, look, the end of 28 years later. Supposedly there's a zombie with a huge dick, and then they've been saying there's a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger reference. I don't fucking know. It sounds crazy. I'm like, because of these, I want to go check it out now. But yeah. Back to your story.
Now I'm thinking about fucking zombie dick, bro. That's it.
No, zombie horse cock.
Zombie horse cock.
Now, I haven't seen. I don't remember the last one. It was like 28 days later, right?
No, so they did 28 weeks later. Now it's 20 years. They skipped 28 months later, but now it's 28 years later.
I haven't seen that shit since high school. But anyways, back to your story. Your bean dip shit. Your LA and what happened?
Yeah, so I did that joke and like, dude, it was paused like a silence, and then some guy was like you know that fucking like fucking this guy up here fucking talking about his mom tit.
Like, you used to suck your mommy's nasty tits. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, I'm just showing appreciation to her tits. You know.
He's like, just because I'm 92 months old. How old are you?
I'm fucking 30.
Find out the math on months and just like, just because I'm 2,000 months old doesn't mean I can't play with my mom's tits. All right.
Exactly, dude.
Anyways, I have a joke about a deaf joke, and that joke people are afraid to laugh. Like when I start the story, it obviously the room gets quiet, and then I explain, and then they get on my side. So like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like, yeah. I love it though. It kind of splits the room when people are afraid to laugh. Then when I give the punchline, they're like, oh, okay, we can laugh now. So yeah, I
have a new premise that I have to go try this out on stage this week. And I think it's going to be like a little like, because it's kind of like recent, you know, it's like
controversy. Who gives a fuck?
But like, I have a feeling people are going to be like, oh, this was fucking making fun of like ice.
Listen, I have jokes. Okay, I don't speak Spanish. I have jokes about getting shit on for not speaking. I'm sure you've heard it, right?
Yeah.
I have 2 of them. I've done them both. They've always fucking killed. If they don't kill now, then fuck those people, because I've been telling these jokes for a year or 2 now. And I understand people are sensitive during this time, but like, come on, like, you laugh. Just laugh about it. It's a joke, you know?
You know, somebody told me. I think you just did a show with them. Bebbles. You know who Bebbles is?
Yeah, I've done a few shows.
Okay, he told me like, and this is like a good piece of advice I think for any comedian. Like, if people laugh at a joke that you have, and then another crowd doesn't laugh at it, then it's just, dude, you're weeding out your crowd.
Yeah.
You know, so don't give up on that joke. Just just sometimes that crowd doesn't. You know, you're weeding out the good
like
and the bad.
the Brea show, right? I had done that same exact set at an open mic, and I got crickets. And at that show, I murdered. So, like, you know what I mean? It can be the crowd, you know? But I think if there's less people, some people are afraid to laugh because in a smaller room, and I start laughing, and you're looking at me like, what the fuck? But if you're in a full room when everyone's laughing, you can all fucking laugh.
You know what I think it is too, and it's the lighting. Like, if it's not dark enough where they can't see, like you can't see the reaction, people are more open to laugh. But if it's fucking bright, I think people get more shy to like wanting to laugh at certain things.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'll laugh at anything. Sometimes I'll laugh at something and it's an inappropriate thing, and I'll laugh because I get it, you know.
Yeah.
And then people look at you like you're fucking wrong. Like I'm gonna watch in movies. I took my daughter to go see The Terrifier, right? Have you seen the latest Terrifier?
The clown guy, right?
Yeah, it's a fucking brutal ass movie. Like,
yeah,
brutal killings, right? It's the killings are so brutal, it's comical. Like, and there's a scene at the end. I'm gonna spoil it. The movie's like 6 months old. So you haven't seen it. Fuck you guys. There's a scene at the end where he's got them all tied up in the living room, like her family, the girl, and he's like slashing their faces, like basically torturing them. But every time he walks by the girl tied up, he smacks her in the back of the head. And I was just dying laughing in the movie theater because every time he walked by, he just slaps the shit out of her. And you just hear her head flop around. And it was just so funny to me, like, that he was just fucking with her. Like, and that made me laugh. And I remember people looking at him in the theater like, what's wrong with him? I'm like, that's not funny.
I did the same thing on the latest Final Destination.
I haven't seen that. We were watching the other one.
Bro, that shit's way too exaggerating. Some of these kills, it's like, people were laughing with me though, so it wasn't that crazy. But there was one movie, I think it's called like Evil Dead Rising or something like that.
I've heard of it, yeah.
And there's a scene where the mom gets possessed, and so she gets her son. No, she gets a neighbor. She bites this fool's eyeball out and spits it into her son's mouth, and the son starts choking to death. And I started fucking dying of laughter, bro, because it's like, this shit's fucking way too exaggerating. Like, how is he perfectly gonna catch that shit with his mouth, you know?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'll laugh at anything. If it's funny, it's funny. But most horror movies, some shit is cheesy on purpose. Like,
yeah.
They're not all supposed to be frightening. Some of them are fucking, like I said, The Terrifier. It is brutal the way they kill people, but some of the shit, he's a clown. It's supposed to be funny, you know? Well, I think it is.
I haven't seen The Terrifier.
There's 3 of them. I know there's another one
but I heard
out.
It's fucking like, it's pretty brutal.
Hell yeah, it's like a snuff film, but there's a lot of boobies in there. So if you like boobs,
boobs and killing,
it ain't a horror movie without boobs. If it's a horror movie and it's PG-13, there's no boobs, and I'm
Dude,
good.
that's true, man. All the good ones show tits.
It's like, I don't know. That's probably how they got people to come watch. Like, hey, there's a boob scene. There's bush in this one.
There's bush.
Freddy Krueger trims her bush with his scissors. I was afraid of Freddy Krueger when I was little. Like, were you afraid of movies when you were little?
Bro, I was such a fucking scaredy cat when I was a kid. It literally took me, I think, the only scary movie that I'm like, all right, I think I can kind of get into scary movies. It started with Dead Silence.
Oh, yeah, that movie's scary.
Yeah, so then after that, I'm like, oh, I can see this one. I can see that one.
It's like a jump scare, like those loud shrieking sounds and that creepy old lady. Do you have any siblings?
Yeah, I'm the baby.
So did your family fuck with you? Like your older brothers or sisters fuck with you?
I don't remember them fucking with me, but my babysitter, her older sons used to fuck with me and my homie Willie so much, bro. Like my homie Willie, I know him since we were fucking babies, and he is terrified of scary movies now. Like he can't see shit. They used to have this mask, right, that they got the 99-cent store. And they would lock him in the room and just have the mask right. This would cry.
Is he a comedian now too?
No, he's just fucking. He's a beaner. He's a beaner fucking working around. Paisano. And they one time they were like, they made me do it. They're like, have him go in the room and lock the door and hold the door. So I was like, okay, all right, let's go, because I wanted to be cool with them. You know, I didn't want them to scare me anymore. So this fool walks in. And he sees the mask, and I just fucking hold the door. And I'm like, I'm doing it, right? I'm doing it. And I hear this fool fucking yelling and crying, bro.
He pissed himself?
Probably.
My oldest is real. She's real skittish. She gets jump scares real easily. And I trained my little one to scare her. So now even when I'm not in on it, my little one would just hide behind the staircase and hop out and scare the shit out of her sister. But that's a part of growing up, you know. You gotta fuck with each other. Like,
Yeah, 100%.
my brother, you know, the reason why I asked you if you had any people that fucked you, my older brother used to fuck with me. Like, I was afraid of Leprechaun, and he used to laugh at me because I was afraid of the dark. Like, I would, like, in my head, I would think the Leprechaun's like fucking, you know, the Leprechaun like the shine shoes and shit. Like,
Yeah.
you know, if you have a pile of shoes in your room, I used to fucking think like, oh fuck, what if
He's
comes?
hiding in the shoes.
What if he wants to? I used to just fucking.
This leprechaun has a foot fetish. He's just smelling old shoes.
I remember my brother to this day. He'd be like, remember you were afraid of the Leprechaun? I'm like, anyways, remember that time you were afraid of that mouse? You fucking pussy. There was a mouse in our house one time. My brother's a big motherfucker. He's always been big, but we used to live by this is a house kind of abandoned next to us or whatever, and they had like grass that had grown out. You know how it is, like if it's unkept, whatever, like. And somehow, like, a mouse got in our house. Like, it was because of the fucking... The neighbor's yard was unkept, whatever, but... So there was a mouse in our house. And somebody noticed it, and they're like, it went under the couch, so we were trying to get it, right? We had a cat. The little fucker didn't give a fuck, right? He didn't care. He was a fucking lazy shit. We were trying to get the cat to get it, but he wouldn't get it, so... We're moving the furniture around, and I remember my brother, he had no shoes on. The mouse ran out of the couch, and, like... It, like, ran across his foot, and he fucking screamed and, like, hopped up on the couch like a little bitch, but... Yeah, fuck you, Steven. He used to make fun of me for Leprechaun, but don't think I forgot about that fucking mouse. That mouse in the house.
Mouse in the house.
I told my brother, remember that movie Mouse Hunt? Were you afraid of that movie?
Bro, fucking mice they're gross, bro.
No, rats are gross. Little cute little furry one. Like, you ever seen Mouse Hunt? Little cute adorable mouse? Like, that's what it was. It wasn't a fucking rat. Like, it wasn't no New York rat or none of that shit.
Bro, those motherfuckers are crazy. The ones in New York are like on steroids.
I seen a video of a rat getting taken underneath the gutter by another fucking bigger rat. Like, they have like fucking dog sized rats out there. Fuck
like the gangs in New York.
It was like a rat eating rat. Like, fuck that. It's crazy. Like, the bums out there be sleeping and the rats will just be crawling in their blankets, and then they get up and rats just run out. Like, they'd be eating those fucking...
Yeah, I seen the video of those was fucking eating them
eating
too.
The bums' feet.
I've seen like
their
bums
fentanyl
eating.
foot.
Fentanyl foot.
Have you seen those? They do so much drugs, their limbs start decaying. There's this drug that I forget what it's called. It's called crocodile or something, but it like eats your flesh away because they inject it or whatever. People's legs, it's like a flesh eating thing. Look it up. It's gnarly.
I didn't know that, dude.
It's called crocodile or some shit like that. But it's a drug, and literally people losing their arms. Like, you'll see all the meat gone, just bones, or their legs. There's no meat, there's just a bone. And like, these fucking people are just walking around having a good time, like, and their legs are being decayed. Like, that's just fucking gnarly. Say no to drugs, kids.
Say no to drugs.
I don't get how anybody can. We've all seen what crackheads look like. How the fuck do you even think about doing this shit, knowing what it's gonna do to you? And what's sad too is that people can be sober for 20 years. You can still tell, oh, you were a crackhead.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like, because it fucks with your brain. Like, it forever changes your brain. Like, your brain's always gonna want whatever's in there. Like, the chemical, it'll always want it. But you could tell the way they talk, the way they look. It's like almost like it's of a syndrome or some shit. I don't even know how to explain it. You know?
All their teeth are gone.
I'm just saying, you can tell, like, it's like someone who smoked for 40 years. You could tell, like, I vape, no homo, but I haven't got it yet.
You haven't got it.
I haven't smoked long enough to be like, hey, you cocksucker.
I'm Andy Calderon.
Remember those commercials back in the day? They'd be like, the lady had a hole in her throat. She'd be like, hey, there's going to be an updated version with us. There's going to be a dude with a vape. He's like,
I've been vaping for so long. Now I got a hole in my chest.
He's like, I should have zinned when I zanged. Have you ever done Zyn before?
I had one on the way over here.
I tried it. It made me nauseous. I think I got the stronger one. What is it called? There's like different X's, right?
Well, I like the Zyn that I get. It's either like a 3 or 6. But I remember one time I went to a rave and I was tripping on shrooms, and I went by myself, and I met like some guys there, and we were like all fucking vibing and stuff. And he takes out some Zyns, and I'm like, oh, let me have one. But his was like an 8.
There's stronger ones. I think I started with the strongest, and it made me like sick. Like,
yeah, dude,
I want to throw up,
bro. I was fucking like, dude. I'm like, how strong is this? He's like, oh, it's 8. I'm like, oh, I thought it was like 3 or 6, dude.
Yeah, I don't know the order it goes in, but
it's just the level. So like 3 is like it's light, and then 6 is like a little stronger, and I guess there's some that are even way stronger than that.
Yeah, there's different brands, not Zyn, but there's other ones that are stronger.
Yeah.
But I tried it, and it made my gums tingle and burn, and I was just like, I don't know. I did it for like a couple of weeks, and I was over. I gave it away, but I don't know. I'm afraid of gum disease or any of that shit, because anything like that can fuck with your gums and shit like that. So I'm over here vaping and I'm a fucking idiot, but it's hard to quit, man. Like life's too fucking stressful. Like I don't smoke weed or do anything else, but I'll do this and drink a beer. You know?
Okay, I was gonna say you don't drink beer.
I drink beer. I would have drank today. I just honestly I have to work tomorrow, so I'm like, fuck. I don't want to be hungover tomorrow at work. So
No, I feel that.
I drink sometimes. What are you drinking? What was that down there?
It's the Liquid Death.
Oh, I thought you had a fucking Modelo or something.
Oh no, I don't even like Modelo anymore, dude. That shit makes me feel super bloated on.
I never liked those light beers just because like I have to drink too much to get drunk, and then I have to be pissing all night and being bloated. Like I don't like that shit. Like they're too easy to drink. I can pound them, but like I said, I'm not gonna get fucked up off that.
Yeah, I think you're saying you like IPAs, right?
Yeah, like I said, I could drink 2 or 3 of those. Like at the show we did with Simon, the last one,
Uh-huh.
they were selling Modelo's for $5. I was like, fuck that. I can go buy 2 tall cans for $10 and get fucked. I was kind of buzzed that night, so thank God you got to go last. I sorry I didn't get to see you, but I had a fucking that was a drive home.
Dude, I know. I figured I took a hit off a joint, and I don't really smoke before going on stage.
Yeah, that girl offered me one. I was like, no, thank you.
Dude, I took a hit, and I knew it was a good hit because I started coughing, and like sitting before everybody, I was like, oh fuck, like I gotta do a set, like I need.
Well,
to,
I
like,
saw you before I left, and you were sitting on the little stool in the back, and I was
just,
like, is this full? This feels fucked
I'm
up.
fucking faded, dude.
How did your set turn out?
It actually was pretty good. I had a lot of energy. I went to go get drink. I went to go get water, and that kind of helped me. But then I got a Red Bull because I was like, I need something to wake me up because I was getting sleepy.
Yeah, I went to the liquor store. I got a Monster and 2 tall cans because I drank the Monster first, and then I drank the beer after because I was tired from work that day too. It was a long drive.
Dude,
so.
I felt it. No, I bet.
I need a boost of energy without the Coke.
Yeah, I know. I've never done coke, and I don't think I ever will. But sometimes you need that little bit of caffeine to
but I don't think I could ever. I've been offered it like that day. The chick offered me some, and I was like, no, I'm good. Like there's no fucking. I'll be up there like slurring my word like, hey guys. Is it hot in here? Or is it just me?
I've done a show where like the room was like hot boxed.
Oh fuck that,
dude! That was fucking like I'm like throw your material out, just fucking do.
I don't think they do them anymore, but for a few years they were doing some in OC. It was like a weed convention type thing with a comedy show. Like so people were smoking, dabbing, but there was a comedy show. It was like in LA or something. Like I think Maxwell Farms was there. I don't fucking remember, but I've seen it twice.
He did have an open mic in La Habra.
And I've mentioned him a lot on here. He's cool. I used to love going to their shows, but they don't do them out here anymore. A lot of the places just, I don't know, they don't do them anymore, but they used to do it at this brewery over here, but the brewery closed down, and now it's going to be...
King's Brewery, right?
Yeah, it's going to be like a restaurant now. They're not going to be a brewery anymore. It's going to be like a restaurant that sells their beer.
Yeah, I did a show with them one time there, too.
I think that's... you were there. I was there. And there was another person there that's no longer friends with any of us anymore. And I'm not going to get into that shit, but that's the first time I met that guy.
Oh, yeah.
That was some weird shit, but we're not talking about that. But yeah, I was there. I think that's the first time I ever met you.
I think so.
You were there with him.
Yeah.
And then I met you again at the horchateria or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That was the first time we met?
I think so. Or first time I ever talked to you.
I could have sworn we talked at another open mic before, but...
The Claremont mic, maybe.
Nah, because I only did the Claremont mic once. Because Gil had picked me up.
Well, you guys came to another show that I did at the Doll Hut. You guys were like one of the only 3 people there.
yeah. That was. I feel like that was the time that we talked more. I think that night.
Yeah, because that place was cool, but there was nobody there that night. It was just basically comics. I guess you guys came. You guys ended up doing time too, so technically you were a comic.
Yeah. You're right.
And then there was a random couple there, so I was like,
yeah. It was supposed to be an open mic, and then the show, and then there was just like a few people there.
2 people beside everybody else was comics.
And the bartender.
And I didn't have any cash on me. And it was like cash only. I'm like, oh, it's that kind of place.
Yeah.
That place kind of sketched me out, but it's a cool spot though. I like the room.
It's a cool spot. I think it just needs to like be promoted in a different way, you know?
The only problem is like they should be outside. Like there's an actual stage outside.
Oh, there is. I didn't see I don't remember the outside. In the back, right?
They do. They have a fucking huge stage. Like you can literally do comedy out there. I don't know why they don't, but because the way it splits the room, it's kind of weird. But I think if they did it outside and just there's not like a lot of people show up there. Yeah, because
it's like the bar, and then there's like one side this way, and then this side, and there's like one random spot on that side where like no one can really see anyways.
You'd be like, give me a hey.
Oh, how's this side? How's this side of the crowd doing? Huh?
I don't know. I like the spot. It's just far. So I got offered to do it again, but I was podcasting. So I was like, nah, I'm sorry. I can't. But next time I'll go out there. Fuck it, whatever. But
Yeah, I mean,
I've done worse venues, so
you know, like they say, like you can't, like you shouldn't complain about how far it is, like if you're getting stage time right. But sometimes it's kind of like, bro, I only have like $20 and it has to go to gas. Like that's gonna go.
like the show we did with Simon, that took me like an hour and a half to get there. It was far as fuck. It was traffic. Like it was during the week, and I had to, once you to get there, you have to take like from here. I think like 3 or 4 freeways to get there. I thought I was never gonna get there. I'm like, where is this fucking place?
Yeah, I was kind of running a little late too because I thought I was in.
Yeah, I was there before you. I saw you come later. That's why I asked Simon, like, can I go sooner? Because I cannot fucking, I have to work tomorrow. I cannot stay late. So sorry I didn't get to see your shit, but.
No, it's all good, man. Yeah, that whole, that's like the kind of why I kind of took like a little break from open mics because it's a lot of variations. Like one, like whatever I'm battling with myself, right? But also because it's like you're staying out late, right? You got to wait till your time. Then you're spending money because you're there. You might as well drink a beer or two, you know? And then the drive and then the drive back.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then you're like, I have to go to fucking work tomorrow. Dude, this fucking...
Yeah, adulting sucks. Huh?
Adulting sucks. I wish I would have got into comedy like right after high school or during high school because...
Honestly, I thought about that too, but then I'm like, I didn't have anything to talk about then. Now I got a shitload of stuff to talk about. So
that's true too.
It's never too late to start, but I guess... I think the older you are, the probably easier to get because you have less, especially if you have kids. Like I have kids, when they get older, and I have less responsibilities with them once they're older, you know. So I can have all the time. Right now, I don't mind. I'll spend a few days a week doing comedy. I can't do this shit every night like some people, but then again, that shit would burn me out. Like I know a lot of people can do it. I got other shit to do, you know. Like
I think it has to be a balance because I think the same way. Like when I was going out to mics like every night. I was like, oh, I'll do this again, you know? And then like kind of you're seeing this some of the same people.
That's why I started going to different I guess, scenes because I just don't like being around the same people. I've said this before. It's nothing against you. I don't want to
hear the same fucking set every night, too.
It's like going to work and seeing the same fucking people. Like if you have the opportunity to go work another site somewhere, like fuck it, why not? You know?
Yeah. And that's what I kind of noticed, too, because like once I was hitting the year mark, I was kind of like thinking, fuck, I'm like, am I actually funny or not? So I started going to LA and like seeing some of their mics out there, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm getting responses. So then I went back and I started like you did, start going to different scenes because then it kind of gives you a different outlook of where you're at.
That's why I'm so popular now. I'm just kidding.
I'm killing it.
I'm not popular at all. I'm a loner daddy. But yeah, I don't have groups. Like I know certain people have friend groups. I literally don't. Like I'm cool with everyone. I don't like you know, I'm not tied down to anyone.
And there's nothing wrong with that because that's how I started. I didn't really talk to much people. I would talk to people like when I was at the mic, but like to hang out, it all started with Gil. And like Gil and I kind of like, and we still kind of don't see like.
Does Gil smoke cigarettes?
Not anymore.
Because I remember him smoking cigarettes. I was like, did I dream that or like?
No, he used to smoke. He doesn't smoke now. And I started smoking because of open mics. And then
you're all stressing out.
Yeah, like, dude. Like, and it's just like a social thing. You know, you start talking to people, you're smoking, and you're in a circle. Oh, you want a cigarette? Cigarette? All right, cool. And then, but he doesn't really. He kind of smokes like how I do. Like, if it's there, like, all right, you know. And I'll buy my pack like once in a while.
Yeah, I met Gil at the pizza place in Claremont, and he was outside smoking a cigarette, and I was smoking a cigar. And I remember there was an old lady walking by pissed off because we were smoking out there, and I was like, I don't give a fuck.
I would much rather smoke a cigar than a cigarette.
I like cigars, but I hadn't had one in a while. And when I was going out the way, there's a cigar shop I like to go to. I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to get I was early anyways. I was like, I'm going to have a cigar. But cigars last like an hour. So like before the mic, I was out there just chiefing this cigar. And some lady was like, like pretending like she's choking. Like, get the fuck out of here. And that's when I met Gil. He was there early. He was like one of the first dudes there.
Yeah, that's when he used to live in Chino.
And we hit it off. And then I seen him again and again. And then the rest is history. And then one day I seen him and then you were there. I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
Why are you bringing this fucking skank around, huh?
Who's this Thicker Ricker guy?
Thicker Ricker.
I remember the one show you did where you were bartending and you had your shirt off and you had the little bow tie.
It's because Gil told me, he's like, hey dude, I need a bartender. He's like, but you need to wear a bow tie. He said he wanted me to take my shirt off and wear the bow tie.
Hey, he got two birds stoned at once. He have a bartender and he got his fetish done. Like,
Yeah, he's like, no one's asking you to take your shirt off, bro. No one's asking you. But
didn't you go on stage like that too?
yeah, I think I did.
You guys need to bring those shows back. That like Kill Tony shit you guys had going on. That shit was fun.
Bro, it's just a lot of work.
Yeah, I know.
Bro.
Trust
it's
me, I know.
A lot of fucking work.
I remember the production was beautiful, but I told Gil bring that shit back because I think I did 2 of them and it was fucking fun. I bombed one of them and it was never released. Thank God. I don't think he released it. I never saw him posted, but I was trying out some new bits that night and I fucking.
Oh, I think it was
It was the last one.
I don't know. I think we did 3 or 4. I don't remember.
Whatever it was the last one that I went to and it never got released and I was like, whew. Like,
oh, thank God.
he's just saving it for me. He can post it one day, but nah.
I forgot why that fool never posted. I think something happened that we were just like, oh, okay, he didn't want to post it.
It was a lot of fucking editing too. That's a lot. Like 3 hours of editing. Like,
Oh no, he doesn't. Oh,
if you have to cut something out.
yeah,
you
if
do.
he cuts something out, yes, but like he doesn't like take things out. Like everything's just fucking, it's out.
I remember I got like they were giving out prizes and I got like a pregnancy test or something.
Oh yeah. He bought some shit from the 99.
I left it in my car. And I'm like, I gotta get rid of this shit.
Oh
Like,
shit. No, thanks, Gil. I almost got divorced.
I was like, I have a vasectomy. I don't need this.
You have a vasectomy?
It's a vasectomy. I just said
vasectomy.
I just said it funny. Vasectomy. Yeah, I got one. I got one like it's been over a year now. I don't remember exactly when, but worst decision of my life. No, I'm just kidding.
You still bust nuts though, right?
Yeah,
but
yes.
it's just okay.
It's exactly the same. I tell people this all the time. Someone thought you don't anymore. I'm like, who the fuck would sign up for that? Like, I would never sign up for that. Like, unless it was court ordered.
I think the idea is like you like what people think is like, oh, I'm not gonna be a man anymore. It's like
it's exactly the same. You just know you're not gonna be on Maury with 3 baby mamas anymore. So
that's gonna be me with Jose Luis, dude. I'm gonna be on Jose Luis.
My mom went to that show one time to watch.
Yeah,
because you can go to. It was in L.A. It was. I think I was like in high school. Her and like my brother and his friends. Like they all went. My mom, my brother, and his friend. And my brother doesn't even speak English, but it's just fun to watch. Like them fucking chanting and then people coming. It was real. Like people really come out of the audience to fight people. It wasn't like Jerry Springer. That's the one you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Where they would fucking just for no reason just talk shit and come and
I
fight.
don't like that bitch, that fucking fat bitch, and then fucking boom, and start fighting.
Eventually, they put up like railings so that you couldn't like hop the thing and fight people.
My sister was supposed to go to that show, and I think it was to be like they were gonna have strippers, right? And I guess like when they were about to go in, there's like 2 strippers started fighting, and one of the strippers hit her head on the floor, and she busted her head open. So they had to cancel the show for that night. This shit's crazy.
Oh man, that sucks. Imagine that you signed up knowing there was gonna be strippers. You're like, hell yeah, and then you get there
see
like
some titties and fights, bro.
One of them bled out.
They're like, well, allegedly she's still alive, but
how many siblings do you have?
3. So I have two older sisters and an older brother.
How old are they? Are they in their 40s?
Yeah, it's a big age gap. So my brother's like 41 or 42, I think. Then the sister that's in the middle is 40. And then the sister that's closest in age to me is she's gonna be fuck, I got it all fucked up. She's 30, I don't know my she's 39, I think, because we're 9 years apart. Yeah,
my kids are 10 years apart. So my oldest today told my little one, "Are you gonna miss me when I move out?" I was like, "You think you're moving out, fool?" Like,
it's not in this fucking economy.
She's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna move out." She thinks she's gonna get roommates with her cousins. I was like, "Oh yeah, like, have you roommated with people before?"
I lived with my best friend for a year.
And how was it? It's not easy.
It's not. But like we were cool. It was we never got in an argument or anything like that. But like it's just you kind of see how people actually like live. Like that fool was fucking messy.
I had a friend. He went to go roommate with another friend and their girlfriend. I was like, good luck, homie. It didn't even last a year. I was like, I fucking knew it. Like it's hard to live with people. It's hard to live with your wife. You know. Imagine at least I get to. Sometimes, you know. Sometimes I get to do stuff with her, but other than that, your friend that you live with, you don't get to do nothing with him unless he's down.
Yeah.
Unless you swing that way.
When that one night just drinks kind of got too heavy and just fucking you looked at your best friend and you're like, oh.
Have you seen the movie Sausage Party?
Yeah.
Remember the Indian where they were smoking out of the kazoo? He's like, you ever been so baked like fuck a guy baked?
It's like, what? Oh, nothing.
I want to see that movie again. They had a TV show of that shit.
I didn't like this TV show that much.
I only watched like a couple episodes, but yeah, back to the whole situation with my daughter. I'm like, you ain't going nowhere, fool. Stay here until as long as you want because it's expensive. Like I couldn't imagine in a few years what rent's gonna be, like $3,000 or something. You can buy a fucking house with that shit. You know?
Dude, that's just it's gonna get worse.
If I had it my way, I would move. I don't know. I want to live in California more. It's way overpriced, overpopulated, too many fucking people, traffic, like taxes every fucking year. They're gonna raise gas taxes again. Like,
what would you want to move to?
I don't fucking know. Anywhere that doesn't have crazy taxes. I don't know.
There's a new spot that I'm pretty sure is gonna be like
Texas.
No, go to Iran, fool. Just start now. There's gonna be buy property out there. There's gonna be nobody there.
The rent's only gonna cost 2 goats.
2 goats.
You have to wear a helmet everywhere you go.
Yeah, you have to wear a helmet, bulletproof vest. But hey, no property tax.
No, but if I were to move out, just like I said, maybe when my kids are older, just somewhere, maybe I'd do Vegas, Nevada or something, just somewhere. But by then it's going to be expensive, so I don't fucking know. I'm just going to shut my mouth.
Who knows? Because a lot of people aren't even going to Vegas anymore.
Yeah, because like I said, the price, like Texas, everyone went to Texas. Now the prices are going up. It's just like, everyone's like, oh, don't make this California because we're expensive, you know?
Yeah.
The worst is New York. Those motherfuckers pay like $4 or $5 a month for like a shithole apartment. Like, if you got money like that, you're rich out here. Like, I tell people here, like I live out here, right? People from LA, like, oh, you must have money. I'm like, no, you have money because I can't afford to live in LA. If you could afford to live in LA, you could buy a bigger house than I can. Shit, it's fucking expensive out there. Not to mention there's bums and crackheads everywhere you go. Like,
yeah.
You have to, at least when I leave my house, I don't see the bums and crackheads sleep. Down the street more.
They're down in Whittier, okay?
They're further down, but I'm just saying, like, New York, LA is just way overpriced for no fucking reason. The TV has glamorized it, and people have capitalized on charging rent way beyond than what it's worth. And
yeah. Like, do you think there'll be like a reset, like in California? Like, it's like,
look at San Francisco. It's done. Like,
oh yeah,
same shit. True. They've like capped out. Like, where even their police are broke now. Like, I saw a video. Someone posted a video, and I thought he was posting a video of driving and pointing at cars. I was like, oh dang, that person like bought a police car. Like, you know, you could buy police cars at auctions.
Yeah.
It was all run down. I was like, oh, that person behind you had a fucking like a police car. And he's like, no, that was the police. And I was like,
oh shit,
because it looked run down, like the paint was faded. It looked like a used police car. And he's like, no, that's the actual cops out here. I was like, god damn, they don't even have money to paint their cars. They're all driving run down fucking police cars. But I don't know. San Francisco's fucked. LA's fucked already. Like,
yeah, it's getting there, dude.
I said Texas will be the same. Like, they talk on, you watch Kill Tony, they talk about how ghetto 6th Street is out there. So it's already there, you know? Like, so I don't know.
I see, as much as I would think that like I would want to move out of state, I just like the California weather. I like how you can still drive and go to like different places. Like the beach is not far from me. This like that.
This summer's been kind of late. It hasn't been that hot. Like, it's already middle of June. Well, fuck, it's almost the end of June.
Well, summer just started. Friday was the first day of summer.
But in the past, it started early. Like May was hot, June was hot.
Yeah, but you know, I think there's a shift in the weather now that like, so like
summer goes to October.
Yeah, October basically.
I remember last year it was hot Halloween night. Like I was sweating my ass off in my hot Cheeto costume.
You're actually a hot Cheeto.
What did you dress for Halloween?
I don't think I dressed up for actual Halloween, no. But for the show that we had for Gil and I, when we did the Halloween show, I was The Rock and he was Mankind.
I know he was supposed to come here and he fucking forgot his costume. And then
yes, I remember you.
I had it all decorated. I had hot Cheetos and candy, and the episode got fucked anyway. So it was just a disaster from the get go. But he came back and made up for it. So.
Yeah, I remember you were pissed on that fool didn't bring his costume.
No, I wasn't mad. I was more mad that the episode got fucked up. Like,
okay.
He's like, you deleted it on purpose. I'm like, fool, you were there. You were here when it happened. Like,
I would have just been bashing him the whole fucking time.
It wasn't my laptop, so it didn't get saved on. It wasn't my laptop I was using. But now I have all my own shit, so that's why when you were here, I was making sure everything is good before we get going. So
yeah, dude, I think people don't know. Like, people think it's like, oh, we just fucking put shit up. It's like, no, we got to make sure things...
You know, it's funny. Like, I had know somebody who was like, he wanted to start a podcast. I was like, listen, if you have any questions, let me know. Like, I've been through it all. Like, I've gone through the trials and errors and watched thousands of fucking tutorials. Like, I don't know everything, but I know enough to do this, you know, like, to do what I do, you know? I told him, like, you need any help, let me know. And he never fucking reached out to me, so fuck it, you know? But, like, you do it yourself too, right? Like, it's not easy. Like, it's hard just trying to make sure the technical problems are working. But, like, then you got to get a guest and shit. Like, how do you go about getting guests for your podcast?
Bro, so...
How do you go about begging?
So, I try to get, like, as much people as, like... I had more comics on more than anything, but I go by like people that I think I can have an interesting conversation with. So I had like all my close friends on. I had my dad on. So someone that I just can just talk like how we are right now.
See, technically, I only do comics, so like this is a comedy show supposedly.
I like for me, I just kind of go the Joe Rogan aspect where it's like I just want
Yeah,
to talk
anyone.
to because I had my old boxing coach on. I had my fucking high school security guard that I was fucking cool with on.
See, that's cool, but then like, see, for me, I'm just a fan of comedy. Like, I like podcasts, but like sometimes Joe has like an author for somebody. I'm like, I don't care who the
Yeah.
fuck that is. I love it when he has comedians on it. So it's cool that it's your podcast. Do what the fuck you want. Like, what's you? Okay, that's your ominous one.
Ominous, yeah.
Your Poodle Laughs one. That's just the comedy one, right? Like,
Yeah, just Gil and I just fucking talking shit. Like the last one, I don't think he put the newest one out yet, but the last one, like we were just going in on the Epstein list.
See, I want to eventually get another microphone. Maybe I'll put a chair right there. If someone, whoever the skinniest person has to
right
sit there. Or maybe they can share the couch. I just don't know. I only have one camera, so I don't know how the angle would look. But I would like to have like multiple guests. Like I watched your episode of with Jesse and Talks, and like that shit was funny. Like because you guys are all like in a group just shooting the shit. You know, like
Yeah, that one for sure. Gil had to help me with because he was behind the like switching the cameras.
see, that's the problem is I don't have anyone. So this is what I have to do. You know, like one shot only. So maybe I can. I was thinking about getting this chair and putting it over there and have the camera facing. I don't fucking know. I'm gonna figure.
You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. Yeah. Well, with comics too, just comics that like I've had some people like I had one random ass who I didn't even know who the fuck he was.
A lot of the people I've met one or two times, I barely know them, and it's sometimes awkward, but it's cool. You break the ice eventually.
This guy, I didn't know him at all, and like he's like, how do I get on? And I'm like, I don't even know him, dude. Like I don't know him.
No, I've been messaged by people like, oh, they'll just be like, oh, I can come in October or June. I'm like, what? Like, just telling me when they can. I didn't even ask them. I'm like, huh? Like,
yeah, like there's a lot of comics that I still want to have on. It's just this guy, I didn't even know him. I didn't even like nobody that I like followed him, and I was like, oh no, you're not gonna come to my house and like.
exactly. Like it's different when you have a studio. When you have a fucking, you're inviting someone to your house. It's a whole. You at least have to meet them, or
Yeah.
you know what I mean. I'm not fucking. I've had what you just said. People write me, like basically demanding when they're gonna be on. I'm like, what? Like fuck you. Like I don't know you. I'm not gonna just have you in my house. My kids sleep here. You know?
Yeah, like studios. It is different, and
Like
it's,
I like to give out my number on here, not because I want your number, Ricky. It's just because
Fuck.
everybody gets lost. Like I that's why now I give out my number. I send a map, very detailed, how to get here, so I don't have to deal with people getting lost here. This one dude didn't want to give me his number. I'm like, okay, you don't have to. Like I'm just giving it to you in case you get lost. You know,
yeah.
like okay, calm down. Like you know, like you're coming to my house. I give you my address. You're worried about me having your cell phone? Like
yeah,
fuck
that's
out of
weird.
here.
Yeah. That kind of the same thing with me too. I just tell people, hey, like when I was doing it at my house, even at this when we do it with at Gil's studio, I'm like, hey, like here's my number if you need anything. Like, and when I tell them it's in the basement, they're like, well, why are we going in the basement? I'm like, chill. This is where the studios are
The
at.
safe word is
The
bananas.
safe word is horchata, okay? Churro.
See, mine's upstairs, not down. I don't have it down. I guess my garage. I could, but like the sound would be horrible in there. Like it would be echo, and it'd be fucking hot as. It's hot up here right now. I forgot to turn the AC on. Forget summer's coming. That's the only time we turn the AC on. There's a guest here today. Turn the AC on.
your kids are all like, it's hot, Dad. Let's turn on the AC.
No.
No, I pay the bills.
No, my bedroom gets hot. Like their way their room faces, it doesn't get that hot. They don't want the fans on. Like my little one's like, it's too loud anyways. Like I'm like, fuck that. Turn all the fans on up in here. Like it's starting to heat up in here, but fuck it. We're hot and live right now. We're doing hot yoga.
Yeah, we're doing hot yoga. We're going to take our shirts off after this. So.
Did your dad control the AC like that when you're little? Like
No.
see, my girl was like that here before. She doesn't do it anymore, but like I'll be at work and I'm hot. I come home hot, and she's been chilling the AC all day. And then by the time I come home, she wants to shut it off. I'm like, nah, fuck that.
Put the shit on.
No, but we had to crack down because this shit gets expensive. Like $300 bills, and like you gotta fucking.
Bro.
I'm like $300 for electricity. It's like $80 normally. Like when we're home, there's a lot of windows in here, so I tell my kids just open the blinds, use the natural light. My little one has every fucking light on in her room, TV, shit that she's not even using on. I'm like, turn it off, please, like, so we can have AC.
I remember in my first apartment, like where I used to live at, when everybody would have their AC on and have lights on, like
And then the power would go out.
power go out all the fucking time, bro.
Up here, the power goes out a lot. Like the whole neighborhoods and shit. Like I think they do it on purpose. They call it like rolling blackouts, where they just like, no, shut the fucking power off.
Shut it down.
So I always tell my kids, like, we have backup chargers, like charge your phones and shit, because you never know up here. Like one year it happened like every other day, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, why does this shit keep going out? Like, they said it was planned. You don't remember like a year or two ago that like California was like using too much power, and they were telling everybody to chill out. It was on the news and everything.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're gonna shut people's power down like every so often, so it wouldn't overload, right?
Yeah. So
I don't think I think it did happen to us, but it was always at night. So we're already sleeping, and like we wake up and like
that's the worst when you hear the fan cut off, and you're like, no, I'm about to sweat my balls off.
I sleep in boxers anyways. I sleep as naked as I can.
I can't. My fucking kids walk in here whenever they want. There's no privacy. I'm the only dude in the house.
Yeah.
And these girls don't know privacy at all. Like, that's why you see the curtain behind me. Like, it doesn't have, our bathroom doesn't have a door. I don't know why. There's no door that goes in there. It's just built that way. So I put the curtain there so I can have some privacy, you know? Like,
Dad! You're all fucking
I don't want her to see
washing your balls.
I don't want her to see my elephant trumpet or whatever.
Trumpet? Elephant trunk?
No, she calls it trumpet.
Trumpet?
Your elephant trumpet. Like, shut up, kid. Okay, you can't see me no more. Get out of here.
I can't wait to have kids so I can do like stupid shit like that.
How old are you?
I'm 30.
Oh, you better start cracking, homie. You better start saving some.
Fuck no, bro. Dude.
Have you got them tested to see if they're still good?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're still good. They are good. I don't know. I never like... Oh, yeah, it's still good, you know?
You can go get them counted. Now they have races now. You can like blow your load, and your load can race someone else's load. Like,
what the fuck, bro?
You ever seen that?
I'm gonna fucking put my whole life savings on my sperm.
There's sperm competitions and people betting money and shit.
That's fucking crazy. That's not like some Japanese game show.
That's the new cockfighting. You don't
Cockfight.
fight with your cocks. You fight with the cock juice. Nobody gets hurt.
Dude, that's fucking crazy.
When you leave here, Google sperm race. I'm
gonna do it right now.
They put them on fucking like, you know, those glass where they can look through the microscope. I don't know how the fuck they do it, but.
And what is it, race to the egg or what?
They're just racing. I don't know. They put a course. I don't fucking know. Like, I just saw a clip of someone saying they're sperm racing. I didn't fucking. I didn't sit there and research it. I was just like, all right, that's the thing now.
Sperm racing.
Cock racing.
That's the new Fast and the Furious.
Fast and the Furious 12.
Sperm race.
They're building that ride at Universal Studios. It's gonna go around like the stairs or whatever.
Because I was just there for the fan fest, and I saw like it looks pretty wicked, honestly.
I need to renew my passes. We were going every year. It got boring. Like we had them and we would go all the fucking time. And after you go like 6 times in a row, you're just like, all right, we've done it. You can do everything in one day. It's not like Disneyland, you know? Like,
yeah, I kind of wish Universal would like. They are expanding, but they should be able to expand more, so it feels like it's...
We went to the horror nights one year, me and my girl, and I was like... Because we already had our passes. You only had to pay a little bit more money to get the horror nights.
Yeah.
So, but you can pay a little bit more money, and you can get the front-of-the-line pass. I recommend it. Do it. It's expensive, but we literally fucking walk past miles of people like celebrities. Like... Fucking VIP,
fucking peasants.
But we literally did all of the mazes in like an hour, and then we went on rides. So everybody's at the mazes, and we had already done it, and we were on the rides and just chilling. Like, it was the fucking best money I ever spent at a fucking theme park. It was just me and her. If I had the kids, fuck that.
Yeah.
I bought a Genie Pass at Disneyland one time. Fuck that, never again. Like, you can only use it a certain amount of times, and it was a ripoff. Like, Disneyland's fucking ridiculous now. Like,
yeah, because they have a lot of blackout days, don't they?
And it's just like. Everything costs money. Like, you have a pass, you got to buy a Genie Pass, and that Genie Pass is only good for certain rides, and it's a fucking ripoff. Back in the day, you can go and just if you don't want to wait in line, you just get a ticket or whatever, and you come back at this time, and you can it's a fast pass.
Oh,
that was the old way. It was free. You just scan your ticket, and it printed out a time. Come back between 2 and 3, and you'd come back and you go on. Now you got to pay for the fucking fast pass.
I don't remember that. I was probably a fucking kid when that.
This was not. No, my daughter was. A baby when we were doing this. We had Disneyland passes back then when it was like $100 or $200 for a year. Like, it wasn't. We didn't have the best one, but like, yeah, it wasn't that expensive, and the fast passes were free. Now you have to pay fucking $2,000 a ticket.
I'm a bitch when it comes to roller coasters, so I don't really like fuck with that. Anyways, I'm scared of heights.
Well, Disneyland doesn't have crazy roller coasters.
I don't give a fuck. I'm not.
You don't want to get on the Winnie the Pooh ride?
Hell no, dude. Fucking no. I'll get on like the ones where, but like the ones where you're like. I forgot which one they wanted me to get on. I think it was like it's all fucking
So-
Space Mountain. Space Mountain. I was like, fuck that. It's dark, and then
Hey,
I'm going fast.
I have a new bit that I'm working on, but I took my daughter on there. She never really cared for roller coasters either, and I told her, I was like, "Oh, this is a cool ride. It's not that scary." Like she'd never been on it, and that's the first time I ever heard her cuss. It's a fucking pitch black, and
Yeah.
you're going fast, you're turning left, whatever. She's like, out of nowhere, she's like, "Oh shit, fuck," and I was like, "What?" And she's like, "Please, Daddy, don't tell Mom." And I was like, "All right, I won't say anything." As soon as we get off the ride, I was like, "Hey, guess what she said?" And she's like, she looked at me all scared. And I was like, "Oh, she said thank you for bringing us to Disneyland, and she's gonna clean her room when she gets home."
Oh, blackmailing her. Blackmailing her.
But she thought I was gonna rat her out, but I eventually did. But but I just remember that, like, that's the first time I ever heard her cuss, like, on that fucking. I brought it out of her.
That's what good dads do, man. Just fucking.
What are you afraid of rides? Like, did you have something go on when you were little or something? They put you on the Viper at Six Flags.
No, okay. So I fell down the stairs when I was like a baby. I was still in the walker, right? So I fell down the stairs and I almost died. And I think like subconsciously, that's why I'm scared of roller coasters.
So that's where you got funny. You started cracking jokes after that.
Yeah, after that.
They say that comedians have a lot of trauma in their life. I denied it for so long until I had this podcast, and everyone I talk to, they all have troubled backgrounds, and I'm like, oh fuck, like
You're like, maybe my life wasn't that bad.
I'm like, I'm not like this loser right here. My mom loved me. Like, actually, she didn't.
She didn't.
Daddy wasn't there. But anyways, so yeah, you had the head trauma, and that's what made you afraid of roller coasters?
I just think subconsciously, like, I used to have, like, as I got older, I would have nightmares of, like, falling again from the stairs.
I still do that in my dreams now.
Like, don't you? I had this dream always, like, it's stuck in my head where people used to sit, like, on the rail, like, upstairs, like, used to be, like, they sit on the rail, like, outside the apartment. And I remember, like, as I was dreaming, I sat on it, right? But then I'd fall back and I hit my head again, and all I would just see is red.
You ever fall and crack your head and you just hear nothing and your head's all like, oh fuck, like
I'm a little fucked up, Mom. No, I don't think I ever cracked my head like that. But
I've done I used to love living in apartments when I was little. Like, I grew up poor. We lived in ghetto ass apartments.
yeah,
Playing ding dong ditch,
tag,
lighting fireworks off, starting fires in the alleyway.
Oh my god, dude, that brings up so much
Me and my
memories.
friends would burn plastic. Like, you burn a plastic straw and it just starts shooting little fireballs, or burn styrofoam and it's like black smoke.
We used to like make fires and like little, like, I don't know, I think it was like where the water pipes were at. We used to fucking we're bums, dude. We're bums. We'd fucking go around the fire like this, putting our hands.
You play bums?
Yeah.
We used to play this game called Drive By, where anytime a car would drive by at night, my friend had a little wall in front of his house.
Uh-huh.
We would stand in front of the wall, and anytime a car drove by slow, we would hop over the wall and like scream "Drive By."
Oh shit.
And we knew nothing of what the fuck we were doing. I'm like, this is so ghetto. Like,
we used to play fucking ding dong ditch tag. Dude, I remember like there was like stupid ass little. We used to pick gangs, right? So we like number fucking, let's just say like half of this apartment kids wouldn't play with the kids in the back, and we would fight.
You're being serious? Like, that was a game you would play, or that was
yeah,
real?
it was like.
Oh, I thought you meant like you guys really segregated each other.
No, it would turn into a game, and then it got serious. It got serious where we would just fight the kids in the back part of the apartment, and then the front ones were like allies.
The north side palms.
Dude, it was fucking stupid, dude. It was so bad.
No, anywhere I grew up, because it was me and I had a older brother, younger brother. Like, we got along with everyone. Like, so we had a good childhood. Like, when it comes to like friends, but yeah, we were poor or whatever. We lived in the ghetto, but like we made the best of it, Like, I lived in San Bernardino. We were all into wrestling. We were all wrestle, fucking backyard wrestling, do crazy shit. Like, we had a friend. He was like, his little brother was kind of like special needs. But we didn't give a fuck. He was one of us.
He'd fucking take a chair to the head.
He would fuck you up. Like, he was strong. Like, instead we would pretend wrestling, but he would still like get down. We would call him Mankind. That was his wrestling.
Oh my god.
He would portray him, and he was fucking. I'm telling you, he was one of us. We loved him. He was cool. And one day, one of our friends we did ladder matches, and one of the friends' brothers pushed a ladder, and the kid fell and like legit like broke his arm. After that, it was over. Like. So we had talked. I think I talked about this on Gil's podcast. My fucking dogs are barking. Shut up, dogs. But
that's so fucking funny. I remember one time too, one of like two of my neighbors were all like, we were I don't know what the fuck we're doing. We're roughhousing though, but like where our dumpster was at, like on the outside where the parking lot was at, that's where the gate was at, and then there was just all like concrete around it. So the kids were by the concrete. I remember one neighbor like pushed him. He fell back and he hit his head, and he just started fucking gushing out blood, and everybody was like, no, what the fuck? What the fuck? He's gonna die. He's gonna die. And then like we were trying to call somebody's mom because they were a nurse, but she wasn't answering the door. And he's just like, oh. And then the manager came out like, what the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? It was, and then they were like, the fucking manager thought he was so fucking like, he went to every kid's house like, hey, like, I need to know what happened. Like
he was the cops and shit.
Yeah, I'm like, and he asked me, he's like, is it true that he pushed him? And I was like, no, I don't fucking know. Like, I didn't see what fucking happened.
He was trying to play good cop, bad cop.
Oh, okay, you didn't see what happened? All right, okay, cool, that's fine, whatever. Just the kids can't come outside anymore for a while.
I remember we used to pants each other in front of people. And there was an older kid. He was, we were like in elementary, and he was like in junior high, and he used to fuck with us a lot. And one time, I forget what it was, another friend's brother, the dude was like talking to the mail lady or something, and he was wearing like basketball shorts, and this fool came up from behind and pants the fuck out of him. Balls and all in front of the lady, and then this motherfucker had toilet paper sticking out of his ass.
Oh shit!
I remember him pulling his pants up, and like, you know, when you bend down, you can see the toilet paper like a whole strip hanging out of his ass.
It's like a fucking.
And his ass was purple too. I was like, what the fuck? Like, why is your ass purple? Why is there a whole fucking thing of toilet paper sticking out of your ass?
I used to hang out with older kids too. They used to fuck with us so much. There was a fucking kid named Smokey. They used to call him Smokey. He's a fucking cholo and shit. And he used to fucking get super glue. He's like, hey, dude, like, I'm gonna show you a trick. So he put the super glue like between my index finger and my thumb.
You glue
like,
your
hold
finger
it.
together?
Like, just hold it. And I'm like, I can't take it off. And he started just fucking dying of laughter. And I had to go home and I'm like, I have fucking super glue on my fingers.
One time, me and my friends had a like a little treehouse fort thing in his backyard, and his brothers were in high school. They tried to prank us by lighting a fire underneath it.
What the fuck?
And it actually caught on fire, and the fire department, everyone showed up. It was a fucking mess, but yeah.
Arson and fucking attempted murder.
This was what happened when you didn't have no MySpace or TikTok or Instagram. Why my fucking dogs are going off down there? There must be a mailman outside.
Maybe.
But anyways,
it's all fired and downstairs.
We used to get in a lot of shit. Like, I used to get in so much trouble from my mom. Like, we used to hang out on the side of the freeway, like, and like throw rocks at the train and shit. Like,
shit.
In San Bernardino, there's a train that goes through. Yeah. We used to just throw rocks at the train. There was no people on it. It was a fucking cargo train. And then we would stand there was a freeway overpass that would collect water in the rain. And we would stand there and cheer drivers that come like to run over the water and spray us. We'd come home soaking wet with San Bernardino with dirty crack water.
Dirty crack water.
That's why
fentanyl water.
I never get sick. I think I built my immunity with the San Bernardino gutter water.
I don't remember. I was always kind of scared of my mom doing like really fucked up shit, you know? But I remember like people used to.
No, my mom would beat her ass. Belts, fucking.
Yeah, fool. That's all. I was
shoes.
like, nah, I'm good.
You ever got a hanger broken over you before?
No, dude. I remember my mom.
This is now a therapy session.
I remember my mom had like so she had a belt that was like a seat belt. You know how you used to make those fucking belts that had like the seatbelt buckle? Mm-hmm. So she had one of those that had different beer bottle caps on it. And like she accidentally hit me because she was trying to hit my brother, and like my brother got behind me and she hit me instead. And I was like, oh, she left the fucking bottle marker on me. And
you had a
like,
Newcastle sign on your
dude.
Leg?
Dude, do they still even make that?
Newcastle?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's one of the first beers I ever drank. I love that shit.
I had a phase when I first started, like, was able to drink legally. I was drinking Newcastle first.
That shit makes me bloated now, so I don't really fuck with it.
Haven't seen Newcastle beer in a while.
It's the Mandela effect. There never was one.
There never was one. It's all simulation.
It's always been bootleggers or some other shit. You know, you like bootleggers? You're from out there, aren't you?
The brewery?
That place is bomb, huh?
Yeah, they have some good beer. We used to go there like because we have this fantasy soccer league that we do, and like there's always one game that's like it's called the Champions League, and we would all meet up to watch the Champions League final, but they always come up with an excuse to not have the volume up. They're like, oh yeah, we can't play the volume because we'll get sued because you know we're
noise pollution.
I'm like, what? I'm like, what do you mean? Oh well, the neighbors complain too because there's like an apartment, you know, the shit. They're like, yeah, they'll complain, and then we're gonna have to shut it off. And I was like, this sounds like bullshit. You guys just don't want us here, dude.
They used to do comedy there once in a while.
They still do it. Mikey, forgot his last name. It's like Mikey Garcia, the comedian, I think.
So when are you guys gonna bring your guys' shit back at Puro Laughs or whatever?
I don't know. Gil was having like people work on his like studio, which is where we're gonna start doing it again. But the whole ice thing kind of fucked it up for everybody.
What do you mean?
Because he was
at the restaurant.
No, not the restaurant, but he was having somebody help. He had a contractor helping.
The construction of the studio. Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what are you talking about?
No, the construction. And I didn't know this guy didn't have papers. I thought he had papers. And so they had to kind of slow down on the...
He's underground. They're not going to find him. He's in the basement.
They're fucking everywhere, bro. I don't know. That's up to Gil. I'm just there to help him with whatever he kind of
find
needs.
One of those DUI white girls on YouTube and
bro, they should just start hiring fucking DUI.
Like, hey, listen, you can film your content while building my shit at the same time. Come on, Becky. Like,
yeah, but it's probably not gonna last that long. You know, it's probably fragile and not built right. You know,
she's like, I've seen some of those videos and like they're doing shit and like no, I read the comments. People are like, that'll ruin this. That'll
yeah.
So you can't really trust those because because now that I have a house, I have to fix shit myself and I'll watch tutorials on how to fix shit. And then I'll see in the comments, oh, I'm a real plumber. I'm a real this. And they're like, that's not right at all. That's going to cause water damage. Or I'm like, oh, fuck.
But how do you know? Because, like, what if they're bots? You know, there's a lot of bots leaving comments now, too.
I don't know. That's why, like, I have friends with a plumber, I have friends with electricians, so I will reach out to people if I need something. Like, my fucking laundry room, the light went out, and I replaced the bulb, and it's still not working, so I think I have to replace the whole fucking thing. I don't know. That's a whole nother thing. Fuck. Buying a house is fucking stressful. Like, living in an apartment is awesome. Even though they hardly fix shit, eventually it'll
Bro,
get
that's
fixed.
like my apartment. They just raise our rent again, and then, like,
they don't fix shit.
We don't even have a manager. It's just, like, some fool that collects the rent. And we, like, how do we know this was taking it to the owner? I
was talking to Adrian Luna. Shout out to Adrian. Hope you're doing well. But he told me he was an apartment maintenance man. Like, I was like, what'd you guys do? Just duct tape and brick everything? Like, duct tape and brick? I was like, you guys just duct tape everything. Like, because they don't fucking... They don't do shit. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They get hired on and they're like, oh, well, this is broken. They don't know what the fuck. I remember I was in this one apartment. This dude was supposed to put caulking in the bathtub and he put something else that wasn't the proper caulking for that.
He didn't put his caulk in there.
It was white caulk and it was the wrong caulk, but it didn't dry. It just stayed wet. Like, he didn't even put the right shit in. Like, because there's different types for different things, you know? Like, this one has to be for the bathroom, waterproof, blah, blah, blah.
The silicone, yeah.
He put the wrong one and it just never dried. I'm like, this motherfucker just duct taped everything. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, but...
I think that trade is like, you know, of maintenance is like slowly dying.
Well, you're going to need maintenance eventually when everything's robotic and shit. At least learn how to fix robots or fix fucking automated shit, you know?
AI is going to fix itself.
You said you work for like a rental company?
So I work for a trailer rental company.
Oh, okay. So then you're good. You ain't going nowhere. Someone's still going to have to rent it from someone.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because I didn't know there was a whole like...
You're just going to be renting out... to different companies, the automatic trucks or whatever that drive themselves.
Yeah, basically.
You need to make sure that it gets there and gets brought back. It makes it to its
no
destination.
Damage, dude. It's crazy how some of these fucking... There's a lot of new, like, Class A drivers, and when they bring back those trailers, they're fucked up, dude.
Well, you got to think about it, too. Like, when you're out driving, people don't give a fuck. You can't get over, or you're trying to make deliveries to certain things, and not everything's built for trucks. Like, some of these guys have to MacGyver their ways back into...
Yeah.
I've seen truck drivers pull some crazy in the middle of traffic, just flip a U-turn in front of everyone. Like, hey.
There's a driver, like, he would say, like, dude, I hate going to LA because there's, like, this one...
You literally have to park in the middle of the street, and then you ever seen them do that where they put on their hazards in the middle of the street? They have to unload in LA. Like, fuck that.
There's one guy, he was like, yeah, it's a small-ass alley, and he's like, and there's a lot of... fucking poles and like wires. He's like, if I'm not careful, like, I'm gonna blow this bitch up.
The funniest thing is the bridges. There's like certain bridges that are only like 12 feet high and they just fucking peel back the trailer. Like,
oh yeah.
Why are the bridges still built from 1980 or whatever? Raise those motherfuckers up. You know, we got trucks everywhere. Like,
I just don't think they want to do it. Imagine how much money that is. They don't even fucking fix the roads half the time.
I know, like Fontana, fucking potholes everywhere. Like, I've blown out tires around this motherfucker rims, fucked my rims up. I hate that shit. Like, yeah. LA's fucked up too. Like,
I hate driving in LA. Honestly, I don't like it.
They scare me. LA drivers just don't give a fuck. They're like, I don't care. I got insurance, motherfucker.
Yeah. No, that's how it really is.
Some of them are like, I don't have insurance. I don't give a fuck, motherfucker.
I got the Virgin Mary poster on my fucking, you know.
Mom, pray for me before I can leave to LA. My grandma used to do that. The sign of the cross. Were you Catholic or Christian?
Catholic. I was raised Catholic.
Did your parents or whoever used to do that?
My mom still does it. She always gives me her blessing, but it's just kind of like she was smart though, because she never took me to do my confirmation or what's the other fucking bullshit that they do. That's when like the whole like priest were touching kids and shit. She's like, yeah, we're not gonna.
I think there's some religion where the priest will blow on your wiener or something. Good luck.
I think I know what you're talking about. I think a comedian was talking about that. I think it's like in
they do raspberries. You know the little. I can't do it. I can't do it, but they do it on your pee. They do it on your wiener. Like bless you, my child.
Bless you. This is gonna bring you good luck.
Yeah, that's crazy though. Because my grandparents were religious. I'm not. My wife's religious, so that's cool for her. But
I believe in God, and I believe there's like a higher power, you know. And I also think that like everybody can believe whatever they want to believe in.
Me and fucking Gil were talking about ghosts and shit. I see shit in here all the time. Last night I was home alone, right? And it's getting worse. I don't know what's going on, but last night I was home alone, and I was in the restroom, and my daughter, she always comes in here, runs, my little one running, fucking, I always hear her. I always think I see her coming out of this corner. But I was in the restroom. It's quiet in here right now, right? You don't hear shit, right?
Yeah.
I heard footsteps coming down the hallway. And I thought my wife and kids were home, but I knew they weren't home because as soon as they get home, the dogs start going off. So I knew they weren't. I heard the footsteps, and I came down the hallway, and I looked, there's nothing there. I was like, fuck. Like, I need to stop talking about ghosts in this motherfucker. I think I'm inviting them in here.
Yeah, probably, dude. That shit's real. People think, you know, I hate when my homies are all like, hey, let's go to a haunted, like, area.
I lived in a haunted house before. It was crazy. What's his name hit me up? Shout out Leo Fontana. He's like, hey, I didn't know you lived in a haunted house. And I was like, yeah. Like, until you experience it, like, you really can... Like I said, I've never seen shit. I just hear shit or see shit move. I never saw, like, a physical being or whatever, you know? Like,
my parents say that in the first apartment that we lived in, I had an imaginary friend. I don't remember. But they said that, like, they would see a kid in our apartment. And I'll be like, oh, yeah, like, I'm playing with him.
See, in this corner we leave our door open all the time. Uh-huh. I always see something in the corner, always right here. I'm telling you. And it's also my little one's always running in and out of here, so I never know who it is. Is it the ghost? Never know, dude. Is it the ghost kid or is it her? But like I said, I believe in that shit. Like I said, I'm not religious, but there's something, you know. Like
I think so too. That's all. Like I said, when my homies like, oh, let's go, fucking investigate this fucking haunted area. I'm like, we're not fucking Scooby doing this fucking gang, dog. Like I'm not gonna fucking go there.
Ghost.
Ghost.
No, but my dogs, they bark all the time for no reason, and I think there's something in this motherfucker.
You know what's crazy? They say that cats, like push spirits away. Like they'll see them and they'll push them away by just like following them.
Because even ghosts don't want to deal with those little shits. Fuck cats.
I hate cats, huh?
I hate cats. I had a couple evil cats in my lifetime. Never again. I'm done. Even my dogs, once they go, no more. Get a fish or something. Like I hate dealing with pets. Like, because then I eventually have to take care of them, even though it's everyone's dog. Like, okay, but when it comes to feeding it or
picking up its shit, you're just
when you slip in its piss, who's cleaning it up?
Dad is.
Like my oldest one, she drinks water too fast and then she'll throw up. So like I have to limit her water. Like give her a little bit, you know what I mean? Because she's fucking, I don't fucking know, but she'll throw up like saliva on the ground and then you don't even see it. It's like transparent and you fucking slip. My little one slipped in it today. I'm like, motherfuckers, like these dogs are gonna be the death of me. But like I said, once they're gone, sorry kids. They're in dog heaven now.
I love my dog. My dog, she can be too much. She's fucking clingy, dude. She's like, she sees me like lay down, she'll just fucking jump on me and just start like putting herself on me.
Oh yeah, I love animals. Just dealing with them as a bitch, you know.
It can be tiresome sometimes, you know.
We're like an hour and 27 in. The time has flown, but we're not wrapping up yet. We don't want to. But is there anything else more you want to talk about comedy wise? You know, we're talking about random shit.
No, man. I mean, comedy is just.
You said you've been doing it 2 years now, right?
Yeah.
I always tell people this. Where do you see yourself in the next 2 years? What are your goals?
I hope how I see myself in the next 2 years. I hope I can get more like gigs, and it's not like I hope like a feature spot like for somebody hopefully. And I think 4 years, right? If we're talking future, I think that's still too soon.
Listen, in your 2 years, you performed at the Bray Improv. That's fucking badass. So that's a credit.
Yeah, and. I just don't want to have to do bringer shows. I hope I can get more gigs where I don't have to do bringer shows.
So then don't go to LA. That's the
don't go to LA.
That's the hub of bringer shows,
bro. Yeah, it is.
I've signed up for places where like, oh, it's mailing list shit, and then like they're like, you have to fill out a questionnaire. It's like, can you bring 5 friends? Can you have 5 friends commit to coming? That's the only way they'll book you. I'm like, you guys are full of shit. Like, why can't we just do comedy and laugh? Like, why the fuck do I gotta bring
like as a
people?
business aspect? I get it. You need asses in seat. You need people to spend money for the.
But how can you get to that point if you in the beginning nobody cares? Like I've been doing this 2 years now. I've had like maybe 1 or 2 family members come out. Nobody cares. Like you gotta understand. Like if I'm new, chances are I'm out here by myself. There's a reason why I do comedy.
I hear that some comics that are getting like weekly like gigs and stuff, and like I guess maybe past at the Comedy Store, even they have trouble kind of selling out certain venues.
Yeah,
you know,
it's literally all about who you know. Like if you're got connection with someone, you get more spots, whatever. But like, it's hard to get people to come out. Like people work, people have lives.
Yeah, people have, especially like on a Tuesday or Wednesday.
You should, like I said, if you had a show, don't ask people to bring. If they can, cool, but it shouldn't be mandatory. You know, like because I might show up that night, right? Say I didn't. The show that I did, the fucking Brea show, right? I went by myself. I ended up winning, right?
Yeah.
After the show, people coming up to me, oh, you fucking killed it. Like, all these people who didn't know who the fuck I was followed me on Instagram. They now know who I am, you know? If they would have asked for me to bring 5 people that night and I didn't, then I wouldn't be able to perform that night. You know what I mean? Like, so how the fuck can you expect someone to progress or bring asses in the seat? Maybe this one time he's not going to, but now that I won and I will be on the next one eventually, right? I can't wait for that one. I will invite people and people actually will come. This is my comedy club debut. You know what I mean? Like the first time I came by myself, I had nobody. I got people's attention and now I'm welcomed back and I will bring people this time, you know? Like
yeah, no, I get that too.
So like the whole bringer shit, it's all about money. Like fuck that. Just like I said, it shouldn't be expected, but it should be encouraged. Like yeah, if you can, cool. If not, it's okay.
There was like one bringer show that I did, right? And I just didn't like the fact that the pressure of what they would do. So like what their play was that
you have to stay and you can't leave.
Not just that, but it's like okay, when I do like do bringer shows and I tell people okay, you know, like this is who's gonna come for sure, right? That host or promoter, what he does is like, oh, I only say you sold 2 tickets, and it's getting closer to. I need you to push more.
Is that person a comic?
See, I don't know who's running it now, but that person was a comic.
I would have told him straight up. You remember your first 1 or 2 years? How many fucking people came to your shows? Fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reference Johnny Gold. He told me don't do bringer shows. He talks about it.
I'll do them once in a while, but I'm really trying to steer away from that. I'm hoping, like I said, back to your question, to do in 2 years, like is to be booking more shows, maybe featuring for somebody or opening for somebody.
That's the one hard part about comedy, just getting stage time. There's so much fucking bullshit out there. There's so much politics in comedy. Like, it's like sickening. Like, I love comedy. I just let me on stage. Let me do my thing. Like, don't give me no bullshit. Don't make me bring people. Don't ask how many followers I have. Like, looking at your followers to see if they'll book you or not. Like, give me a fucking microphone and let me do 3 to 5 minutes. Then you be the fucking judge. Don't base me off how many followers I have. Like, I have like maybe 600 or 700 followers, but they're all real. I block fake profiles.
Yeah, I always try to take mine off
too. If I didn't take off my fake profiles, I would have thousands. But I don't like that shit. I hate spam. People fucking fake profiles. Hey, the hot girl sending you bullshit. Like
a bunch of Indian dudes.
I block that shit. So there are people who have thousands of followers, but are they real? Like, look at their comments, look at their page. Like, are they actually getting reactions, or is it just fucking followers? You know what I mean? Like, it's stupid that this day and age that bookers or whatever will look at your social media presence. Like, you have to. It's so like you have to have one, but it's even hard to even get on that. You'll post a video or a picture, it may get a few likes, may get a few views, and then like you're like, what the fuck? Like, I had Gil on. We had like a shitload of views in one day, and then I had another guy on, just not as much. But I'm like, how the fuck? Like, how do you do this? Like,
I get it. It's weird. I know. I
have a TikTok, YouTube, and I'll post videos on TikTok. It'll get a shitload of views, and then on YouTube it won't. And on Instagram it will get nothing. But on, you know what I mean? It's like each video does something different. You know.
I had one video on the Ominous go like over like 300K, and I was like, oh shit! Then the other ones are like fucking like 400.
Me and Gil, my first day, we got 1,200 views, and I was like, what? Like, that's never happened to me. And that was a goal for me. Like, hell yeah, we fucking finally hit a barrier, you know? So for me personally, like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna continue doing this shit. Like,
yeah, 100%.
I don't give a fuck if there's 2 views or fucking 1,000 views.
Because you enjoy doing it and you like it.
Yeah, and I'm getting better at this. I'm trying to learn to interview people more. Like, I don't have a structure. I don't know how you do it, but I just wing it. We come on here, we talk a little comedy, mostly bullshit, but like, I just want to have fun, and get to know people.
That's how mine is. For me, there's like only like a 3 questions that I usually ask, but the rest is just bullshit. Just kind of like fuck around, have fun, talk about comedy.
Yeah, I like to ask how they started, what's their goals, like shit, simple shit. Then the rest is just like let the conversation be what it is.
Yeah.
Simple things that I have. We won't even like. I'll be talking to somebody about something, and it actually is funny, and then people like it. I'm like, oh fuck, like that wasn't even planned. Like. Well, anyways, so like, for me personally, my goals in comedy, I've already reached them. Like, I wanted to just do comedy and meet people, and then this podcasting shit came late. Like, I'd done Gil's podcast, and I had so much fun on that shit, and I was like, fuck, I want to start my own podcast, but I didn't know how to go about it. And then maybe like a year later, I just said fuck it and then went for it. And then I think this is episode 28 now, so I've got at least 30 plus hours of of content on the internet. But
yeah.
I don't have a goal on this podcast. I'm just gonna keep doing it until YouTube kicks me off or I get banned somehow. But I'm just trying to have fun, Like I said, I don't know what your goal is for comedy or for podcasting, but to me, I'm just gonna do this until someone says, "Hey, you can't fucking do this anymore,"
Yeah, no, that's kind of how I am as well.
But I've had a lot of heat from this because I've had certain guests on that certain people don't like or this or that. I'm like, listen, I don't know them like that. Most of the people I've on here, I barely met once or twice, and we're just getting to know each other. If they have beef or they have fucking, something they did in the past, I didn't fucking know, so don't come at me, But
it's not even that. It's like, if they didn't do anything to you, like, why is it like...
I don't know. As I said, I just want to talk comedy. If you're willing to talk comedy, cool. Like, I don't care what you did in your past, but, unless you try to fuck me over somehow, like...
Yeah.
That's the hard part about podcasting is, like, getting people to come here. I'm just glad you're even fucking here, Like,
yeah.
I've reached out to, like, bigger comics or whatever on our level. Nothing. Like, I'm like, how the fuck do you get these people on here? Like, I just want to talk.
I've done the same thing, and, like, I had one comic that I really wanted on, and he replied, he's like, let me know when and where, and I told him.
Never happened.
And he's like, oh, I'm going to be out that weekend. And I was like, fuck. And then that's when, like, kind of, like, I had to pause my podcast. So I was like, I'm a big believer in timing and just keep going forward. Maybe it's not the right time for certain things and stuff, but
my goal is that one day that I'll look back and be like, oh, Ricky Novella, that guy that's on HBO, he was in my fucking house.
I was in his house, dude.
We got like 7 views. Look at him now.
Look at him now,
selling out arenas,
taking off his shirt, showing off his tits, his bean dips.
All right, it's like 1:35. We have to wrap this up now.
It's all good. So Thank you for having me on, dude.
Wait, hold up. Before we go, do you have any final thoughts? Anything else you want to talk about? Bring up? Any inspirational quotes you want to give out?
Just do things that make you happy. I think if you're doing something that makes you happy and you have fun with it, continue it. As long as you're not hurting anybody, and just try to be positive, especially with like the times that we are now. There's a lot of negativity in this world, and if you can just spread some positivity to somebody, just that can go a long way for somebody at least.
Hell yeah. That's what for me, like, people don't get comedy. Like, when you do this and you say something, you can literally make fun of a topic that's controversial, and you can make light of it and make it funny somehow, and then just let people like have some sense of relief. So you're not we're constantly stressed out. Life is fucking stressful. Like, after shows, if someone comes up to you and say, fuck man, that was awesome, like, I never thought of it that way, or that shit was funny, like, you made me feel good. Like, that feeling of making people feel good feels fucking good, Like, I try to tell this to my girl. She doesn't understand. Like, until, like, I make fun of myself. I talk about insecurities, and I'm sure there's people out there with the same ones, and they can laugh at me, and we can laugh together. Fuck it, it's beautiful,
Yeah, 100%.
He's not gonna be insecure anymore, He has a smaller penis than I do. But anyways, that's my final thought. But anyways, Rick, tell them where they can find you. Plug your social media.
Follow me on Instagram. It's Thicky Ricardo. It's THI3CY Ricardo. Follow the Ominous with Ricky. You can find that on Spotify and YouTube. And don't forget to also check out the Puro Podcast with Gil and I. That's also on every fucking platform of social media.
And those guys are doing it big, better than this shit. They have a legit studio in the works. So
you got a good thing going on here. Just keep it up, dude. Just keep it up.
all right. Well, eventually, I'm gonna get some styrofoams. I'll make it look fancy. Eventually, I'll get a red fucking curtain. I don't know. But anyways, you guys can follow me on my Instagram at andyc_comedy, and then please tell your mom, tell your grandma, whoever. Follow us on the Crimson Comedy Show on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and cheers. You didn't drink any of the water I gave you.
I brought one. One.
My Stater Brothers water's not. Cheers, motherfucker.
I'm gonna take that home. Let's
cheers. Goodbye.
Cheers.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me, dude.
All right, guys. Good night.